Ringing up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. How are you doing? It's a Sunday evening. No doubt you're enjoying your Sunday evening after a hard week's graft at the council as a social worker, and you're resting on your laurels, as they say, whilst my brother and myself are still being tortured and humiliated and degraded and persecuted and oppressed because we can't even see each other. So I can't even see my brother. And remember, this is a brother that you said, "Oh, Mr. Hussein, we had no intention to separate you brothers. You are the best person to care for your brother." That's what you had said over a year ago, okay, in 2023. And yet here we are several years later. I have not even been able to see my brother. How do you justify this to your conscience, Mr. Browell? You can see the human suffering that we're going through, and yet you justify it because of your paycheck. You justify what you're doing to us because as long as you're getting paid, as long as you're all right, and as long as you're protected, that's all that matters, Mr. Browell. You're a intelligent man. I've always had a level of respect for you, even though you're working with the enemy and are causing us pain, suffering, and misery. I've always tried to justify that. Look, you're just a simple guy trying to do a job and trying to work to pay your taxes and looking to act in accordance with your interests of your family, just like I would do as well. But Mr. Brower, you should know the fact that one day you're going to retire and you're going to be in need of carers like me too. And where will you be then? And they say karma is a bitch. And, karma is a bitch. And the things that you're doing to us now, rest assured, Mr. Browell, that the karma will come down upon you hard because of the things that you've been doing to me and my family. And that's all I can say. If you're all about self-interest and self-preservation and self-actualization and all about the me, do you think the laws of karma? Do you think the laws of karma are going to teach you kindly when you are in need and distressed? I can assure you, Mr. Browell, you will live to regret the day that you chose to become a social worker and put misery upon me and my family and amongst other people, just so you could pay the mortgage off, just so you could live in comfort and ease while we suffered. And the reason is, as you know, I'm a very persistent person and consistent and persistent, and I don't give up very easily, do I? I've been now on this while you, the local authority and the authorities are all colluding and conspiring in the background to make me financially destitute and looking to silence me through means of sanctions and persecution and oppression. I'm still here, leaving you a daily message, am I not? And reminding you that there's a cost liability that's incurring every single day, and you are simply ignoring this and hoping that I'll just go away somehow. I'm not going to go away anyway. You've got my brother. Are you joking me? But here we are years later. I've done a hard job here, trying to raise the flag, raise the whistle, or raise the flag and blow the whistle on the fact that you are torturing and murdering people. And now you've got a legalizing assisted dying bill. What is my brother dying too? Are you going to assist him to kill him off too, so you can harvest his organs? This is completely reprehensible and deplorable by yourself. I keep on saying this, and yet here I am talking to a blanket wall as you look to isolate me. Now, my brother is dying in that care home. I know it. He's dying in there, and you're assisting in his dying when he was a fit and healthy adult at 64. He's not got a terminal condition, has he? You're assisting him to die because it serves your purpose and agenda. And this is what you're saying to me, and this is what's happening in society now. And here I am asked to just take it. Why won't you talk to me? Why won't you just tell me where my brother is? And why have you let me see him one time, and now that's the last time I'm going to see him because of your villainous evil actions, and the fact that you're so plundering all his money away from him. These are deplorable actions created by you, the local authority. And Mr. Browell, your name, Christopher Browell, social worker for Bradford, whose obviously number is on the social work register, which you found out about. You, Mr. Browell, particularly, are going to have to pay the price for the actions and villainous evil actions that you're perpetrating. No amount of money that you're receiving could be worth a human life, could it? Or the human suffering and toil that you're subjecting us to. How absolutely reprehensible of you, Mr. Browell, a white man torturing brown people. But that's your history, isn't it? White people torturing brown and colored people so you can remain on top. So you know how you have this white guilt. Well, don't you have this white guilt too, that you are now being fronted to torture us, whereas previously brown people or colored people such as Fungi Machachetiri and Baljet Nota were colored people, and they refused to act in your position, so they had to get a white man like you to acquiesce to their tyranny and lies and deceptions. You've been witness to the fact that my mother was murdered right in front of you. We've had many hour-long conversations regarding this matter, and all being marginalized and ignored now.
15 seconds recording time remaining.
Okay, Mr. Browell, time is once again getting the better of me. My brother's going to die in your care and custody. I want you to explain to me how you can legally take him from my care, as you have done so, with the assistance of the police, who are so-called doing an investigation, while you've kidnapped him and are torturing him and denying him his basic human rights.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To re-record. Message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Okay, another day, another message, another waste of my time and resources, just so that they can deplete my resources, isolate me, and look to drive me to the doorstep of madness. But I'll survive. I will survive.